Hi, Vanessa. I want to help you in the easiest way possible. So instead of typing up instructions, I'm just going to do a video for you, okay? So I'm just looking at your email that you sent me. So what I'm seeing here is that you emailed me something about a poem, Children Learn What They Live. I don't see where this poem is posted. I go to the calendar and I see things that are due, but I cannot see what it says, Unit 1, Activity 2, and then the instructions say take 2 lines and find keywords. So I'm going to go through what I think is happening, and you can correct me and let me know where I can help you. So I'm going to go into your account so that we can see it from what you're seeing. So I just want you to see that I can do this as well. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to what's called impersonating you. So I'm going into your account so I can see it exactly the same way you do. So you can see that I'm you right now. Okay. So as we go through, what you're going to see here, this is the course homepage. So when you first log into the VLE, this is what it should look like. And so this was the very first newsfeed post that I made. And you're going to start seeing lesson plans where it literally tells you what's due, but also what you should be working on that day. So I posted it right down here. What you should be working on is one, orientating yourself with the course, and then even going into the content icon to see Unit 1, Activity 1. And then the next post that I made was about Unit 1, Activity 2. So this is your guideline as to where you should be in the course. And you're going to see an agenda in a chart that literally tells you what you should be working on that day. So when you see this, what you should be going into is the content for this information. So what we have here is just some background information before you get into Unit 1, Activity 2. And then here's some of this, and you can see over here that these are the due dates. So this is background information as to what you need to know. So what you should be doing is going into, and you were asking me about where that poem is or whatever it may be, you need to go into content. So under content is where you're going to find all of those assignments. You're going to go down to Unit 1, and that poem you were talking about is from Activity 1, right? Because that's what it said, go into Unit 1, Activity 1, and that's where it was pointing you to. What the content is like a textbook, and it's going to give you all the information you need about the social sciences. Here's the poem, okay? So as we scroll down, Children Learn What They Live. So I had sent you that link, but here is the poem. That's the whole entirety of it. And so it has an activity. Let's read what the activity is. So read the following poem. When you finish, click on the chalk brush that says substitute and read the next poem. So they're all right here in the activity in the content. So I'm going to click that right there. Okay, so people learn what they live. If people learn, so it's not just children, right? Thinking about as you get older and you live with criticism, then you learn to do that. If you live in a negative environment, then you learn to be negative, right? And then substitute people for partners. So when people are with a partner, if they live with criticism, here's what they learn to do, right? So you can change that word, and that's what this activity is showing you, is that no matter who it is, that we are socialized by the environment that we live in. So all of this content is really important. Here's the discussion outline. Okay, so you could go into all of those pieces from here. What you should be doing is, if the course home newsfeed says that you should be working in Unit 1, Activity 1, that you should be going into the content to make notes and participating in all of these activities. Here's the assignment background information. So what you're going to be doing is taking the concepts from that poem, and then you are completing by creating questions through this activity. And when you've created those questions, then you're going to take that poem, create questions, good, better, best, according to that information above, and then you can submit your work in here. So that's what I believe is happening. I think you're just going into the assignments or the discussions from the calendar, and you're not seeing all of the information that you need. Okay, so let me know if that's what's happening. So the other part too is that you should be also in Unit 1, Activity 2. You will notice that here there is only 2 listed. And the reason for that is because I open them up so that you don't jump ahead. Because I have students who are like, I'm going to complete Unit 1 Activity 5 without completing everything they need to do. So I only open it a little bit at a time. So the other one that was listed there is Unit 1 Activity 2. So you're going to go in here, here's the activity or the content for Unit 1 Activity 2, and it appears that you've been accessing it, but here's all the information. So there's the discussion and all the activities that help you understand social roles and norms. There's the discussion, and down here is the infographic assignment and all the information you need for that. So the content has all that information. I also put additional information in the newsfeed to guide you. But that is really what you should and could be working on. I hope that helps. Let me know if that still doesn't answer your questions.